All right, peace, y'all. This your boy Sav. I'm back. I'm gonna do a little video today. This about the Chicago teams that jumped the mom, and they may have a couple other videos, but one of the main thing is kids are getting worse, and it's a parenting issue, in my opinion. It's not a way of the world issue. It's not a school issue. It's a parenting issue. So I'll start with my own story before I hop into the video. So I have, I talk about a couple that I know, and their son is one of their sons. The youngest son is like, I want to say 5 or 6. Yeah, I want to say like no, no, no. He might be 6 or 7. One or two, right? 6 or 7. Anyway, I know he's in the second grade. I know he's in the second grade. Um, I was over there. I was over their house not too long ago, a couple of days ago, and they're going through the homework with him. And I'm helping them out and stuff. And they're like, "No, you can't help. You're not supposed to be helping him out because he don't want to sit down in class and learn and do the right way. He don't know how to add 2 plus 2. He don't know words and just the way I'm thinking. Well, that's on you. That's not on the school. Oh, the school's supposed to be teaching them. No, no, no. The parents supposed to be teaching them. You supposed to already taught him. Hey, sit that ass down in class. Now look. Now, granted, I'll tell you the truth. I had ADHD, ADD too. I had my issues with not sitting down in class at one point. You think I didn't get my ass beat? Definitely got my ass beat. The only other difference is between me and him was I can't say he's not intelligent, but I was taught by my parents. You know, they worked with me every night. And not saying I was still an AB student, right? But they work with me every night. They ask me, "Hey, you complete your homework?" Be like, "Yeah, I completed my homework already. I did at school." "What you mean you did at school? Show me." Show them all the work that was filled out already because I learned the system early. It was like, okay, 40 minute. It's a 50-minute block. I mean, some teachers don't even talk or teach for the whole 50 minutes. I can get my work done in school and then move on to my homework. And then that way I don't have to do my homework at home. I can just do whatever I want at home, you know. But I always knew something. I wasn't slow or stupid because and that's a parenting thing because my parents made sure to work with me. Yeah, my parents worked both hard jobs. They worked hard jobs and they worked a lot of hours. Still was able to work with me, still was able to teach me. So you not teaching your kid and expecting the kid to just go to school and learn everything in school, and then when he come home or she come home and they can do whatever they want and you not staying on them. You're supposed to help out the school. You are not just supposed to expect the school to do everything. The school just didn't do everything with you, and that's probably the reason why the way you are, because your parents didn't take the time. And it's no disrespect to anybody, but it's a parenting thing. When you bring that kid into the world, you got to teach them. I'm learning stuff about I have no kids right now. I've been learning stuff for myself for maybe the last 8 to 10 years because I know I'm going to have a kid soon. And when I do have a kid, there's certain knowledge I want to impart to him. There's certain things I want to impart to him. I would never expect the school to give him everything. It doesn't matter if I'm tired from work. I'd probably be like my father, how my father was. He would get off of work, you know, and he may not want, he'd be like, let me sit down, let me unwind for a little bit. Give him a half an hour, let him watch his show, maybe give him an hour. All right, James, what's going on? All right, what's this, what's this, what's that, blah, blah, blah. I can always talk to them. I can still talk to my pops now, still talk to my moms all the time, and my moms would be working from home. I'm not working from home, but she would bring her work home because she was that important to where she worked at, where she still had to do work at home and still be able to help me, still be able to cook food. So when people say they can't cook food or, I gotta order this for my kids, like you're lying to me. I mean, you want to do that. You want to do that because you don't want to cook. But I've always, You know, there was a time where we did get a lot of Chinese food. I'll be honest with you. That stopped around the 5th grade. And even though we got a lot of Chinese food, she cooked a lot too. There were just some days where he was like, hey, my dad was like, hey, don't worry about cooking. I'm just gonna grab some food. Or my mom be like, hey, don't worry, I ain't gonna cook tonight. I'm just gonna grab some Chinese food. But there's also a lot of times where it's like, yo, I'm cooking this tonight. I'm cooking this. Like a lot of times. So that's a parenting thing. But the whole point of this video, let's go into the Chicago thing, because I just heard about it. These kids jumping on this parent and her kids while they were coming from school. And I just saw this apology video the other day. In fact, I saw the apology video before I saw the actual video. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to play it. This content creator's name is Look It's Jay. I don't agree with some of his opinions, but some of them I do agree with. But the other one I'm probably going to look at is Nique at Nite. And she got the full video on Instagram. If you want to go check that out, it's Nique at Nite, NIQUE ATNITE, which is probably Nick, but I'm saying it like that, Nique. So anyway, let's get into the video.
Little situation is just draining, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't finna see too many more videos of me covering this, because at this point, bruh, like it's just disgusting to me, and it's crazy. You know, this is just a prime example of we got another update on the Chicago mother that got beat up after walking home with her kids, and you know it. But 2 days ago, her ankles being actually. She was getting picked on by a bunch of middle schoolers, literally, and they like was talking.
All right, just to pause real quick. This girl right here, let me can't zoom in. Let's make it widescreen. This girl right here, who's clearly already about to throw the first punch, is going to be the one apologizing. Her apology was shit, but I like to play the apology and we break it down a little bit more. So let's fast forward a little bit.
Where are the children? Now, one of the females that was actually in the video, the one that threw the punch at the female, like one of the first females that threw a punch at her.
Same girl that was behind her. She's still on her, attacking her. These are still shots.
Actually went live today and apologized
at OT Bright School.
Let's get to it.
And like I said, the people are not feeling it.
I want y'all to meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to...
First of all, man, I got an issue with the mom. I'm assuming that's her mom. We're coming on live for her to say her piece and so she could be accountability, take her accountability. No. We're coming on live. I would say we're coming on live so she could apologize and admit that she was fucking wrong. Not say her piece. Don't give a fuck about your piece because you didn't care about that other lady's piece when you was jumping on her with her kids. Fuck your piece. Fuck your piece. I hope they beat that ass, but I doubt they probably did. Because my parents would have beat that ass and put me on live while I'm crying. And if I don't apologize right, we'd have still had a fucking issue.
Say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Did she say don't say anything, be respectful? That's a child. She was not a child when she decided to beat up a mom and her kids. The mom said you slammed her son's head into the fucking ground, into the concrete. That's not childish acts. That's not children act.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and
All right, pause real quick. She didn't look at the camera not one time. She looked everywhere but the camera. She's fake crying. You're not even crying. I don't know what you're wiping. You're just doing that. You already figured out how to do that sniffles and bullshit like that. No, that don't fly with me. You know what I mean? And that's why you need real parents around, not the parents that I don't believe this parent actually gives a fuck about their kid like that.
I was wrong for everything.
Bill has
Now
no
wait,
camera.
Before we get back into this crazy,
Nope, that's just his ad.
I kid you not, this is no email in there. Create your password and that you know you're gonna make $100,000 overnight. This is not a scam, bro. The more you play it and the more you level up, bro, I kid you not, you can make money. And as you see, bro, they topped out at $900. Like, who wouldn't want to make $900 by money, bro? And when you use my link, you get a $5. Shout out to free cash.
I was happy for everything that I did. And I was just being a follower, following everybody.
Now you saw the stills I showed you. She's not a follower. She was the one that punched first. You were the leader. If I was your dad, I would have beat your ass for lying on that too. I mean, you weren't the follower. You were the leader. You led everybody there. You started it. You're not taking accountability. Her mom said she came on here for her piece and to take accountability. She just right then didn't take accountability because you were the leader. You started it.
Who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
It's okay.
I gotta go through so much.
That's some bullshit. Let's stop that. She doing that fake crying. She said, I apologize. She didn't say I'm sorry. She didn't admit that I was wrong or anything like that. She made sure to say I was just following people. Never said I was wrong. And said, oh, I apologize with the fake tears. Talking about I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me in that situation. None of this is an apology. All of this is some bullshit. And the fact that your mom is sitting right there next to you condoning this bullshit is showing me that she is not a good mother. Just because you put a roof over your head and you feed them, that's not, kids need more than that. A lot of parents are not solid. They're not honorable. And that's why we got the kids getting worse than how they are now.
I wish I would never did what I did.
On some lying ass shit.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit people think
Can't see her whoop her ass on live.
somebody I'm not. I'm a different person than that.
What are you wiping? There's no tears coming from your eyes. What are you wiping? There are no tears coming from your eyes. And, and I don't like saying shit like this, but this is a future criminal in some type of way. I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to try to do that bullshit with the police, and it's not going to work. It may work once, twice, whatever, but you're going to try to do that bullshit, and it's not going to work. And you're going to be in jail, or you're going to be in prison because you did it. I mean, in my opinion, from the kids that whooped on them, all of them should be looked at right now. All of the kids should be looked at, and all their parents should be looked at. Now, I have no issue with saying, and granted, maybe you taught your kids differently and they went out there and did something, but this is the leader. We're not talking about a follower that was just part of the group and wanted to be accepted, blah, blah, blah. This is the leader. She punched on that woman first. And they said that woman was pregnant at the time. Now the woman came out and said, no, I got sickle cell and, there's other stuff going on. But at that time, they thought she was pregnant. So at that time, you punched on a pregnant woman at first. And now you're talking about, I wouldn't want to be in this situation with the fake tears, wiping nothing and shit like that.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there. And we're all on the same accord that we want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them
weren't children, because you punched on that woman that was a grown woman and she was defending her kids. See, and this is why I believe that, fuck it. Even if they're a kid, punch that motherfucker back. Smack that motherfucker back. That woman should have smacked all them kids back. Fuck it. If I'm walking with my kids home and they starting to crowd me, shit, I'm gonna pull out this bop. You know what I mean? And that's gonna stop all of that. You know what I mean? Because who want a bullet in their ass? You know what I mean? And I like to say, I say bullet in the ass all the time. That's what I say, but that's not where the bullet gonna end up. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of different outcry, because then motherfuckers be like, oh, you shot a kid, you did this, you did that. Well, the kid was getting ready to attack me and my kid and actually punched on me. So, yeah, slam my kid's head into the ground. So, yeah, I had a fear for my life and my kid's life at that time. Yeah, pull out, bop, pull out that bop one time. They stop all that real quick.
Families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable.
That shit matters.
She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak.
Why don't you expect her to speak? That was the whole reason of you putting on the video. The whole reason of putting on her live, like you first said, was for her to tell her piece and to be accountable. So now you don't expect her to speak. Like I said, his parent is not making sense. You're not adding up. I don't believe you actually give a fuck about this situation. You probably behind closed doors was like, nah, that was good. You did what you did. And then once you saw it being such a big outcry, now you flipped your tune and was like, nah, that's wrong and shit like that.
As we are going to speak, because she's a child. What grade are you in, Myra?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
She get A's and B's, and she's the captain of the captain of the cheerleading squad, and homecoming and all that bullshit. That's a stupid ass school. Maybe she is smart enough to get A's and B's and shit like that. They won't correct her behavior. That's not correcting me. There's a lot of smart people in jail. There's a lot of smart people in prison. There's other things to it. There's other things fucking to it. Yeah, there's a lot of smart people that's in fucking prison. I got a family member right now who is a genius. I'm not bullshitting. I've seen the fucking test and everything. He is a genius. He was in prison for 8 years. 8 years. He's back locked up right now. Love him to death. Talked to him just a couple of days ago. I've told him many times, you're a genius, but you're a stupid ass genius. Because somehow I'm not as smart as you, and I've found a way not to get myself locked up for 8 years. So it don't matter if you an A and B student, your behavior is still shit. Your behavior is a F student. Your behavior is F. Your behavior is horrible. You can't be doing certain things. And You know what I mean? You guys didn't see the rest of the video, but it's 3 women around her. It's 3 grown ass women around her. No men. Where is your father at? Where is your father at? Where's the fathers at that, want to, raise their daughters right? And this one of the reasons why I believe women shouldn't just be given the kids immediately just because they're women. Just because, I birthed the kids, and we break up, so the kid go to the woman and shit. Like, no. Have that father around in your life. Because he should be right here in this video. He should have been the one to beat that ass.
And you know that.
And I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday. And I can make a difference.
And you will make a difference, right?
I will make a difference.
Okay. So whoever laughing, whatever that's about, I want y'all to know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves.
Stop it. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. They're not our future. They're your future. They're your future. They're your future. Because my kids ain't going to move like that. And if my kids ever did some shit like that, I'm on their ass. I'm on their ass. One, we will never go to live with it because I'm not with that putting the kids on live. I'm not with that putting the kids on live. But I'm going to take care of it to the point where it don't happen no more. You know what I mean? I've done stuff and my parents have taken care of it to the point where I will never do that shit ever again. And this is when I was a child. So it's like, no. And it was, it's not happening. It's not happening. You're not parenting your kids right. I don't believe you. I mean, I would have, if I was a dad, I'd have pulled my belt out right there and been like, hey, you better apologize the fuck right, or else we're going to have an issue right now. And that's the problem. People be like, oh, if you spank your kids, if you doing this, we're not abusing them. We saving their life. We saving their life. Because if I don't take care of this issue right now, then what's going to happen in the future? So I give you another point. I was dating a woman where her son spit on some people, right? And the son was young. Son was like 4 or 5. Spit on some people, right? Spit on his mom too. End up, right? I was dating her. Spit on her too, right? The dad beat that son's ass. I got no issue with it. So the chick that I was dating while I was dating her came back to me and was like, he gonna spank my son and stuff like that. And because he spit on some people, he's 4 or 5, whatever the year was, you gonna spank him, blah, 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 and this and the third. And I told her, I got no issue with him doing that. Got no issue with him doing that, spanking the kid. And I'm gonna tell you the exact reason why. Your son is a dark-skinned man, all right? Dark-skinned man. Your son's father is all We back. We back. All right, so I don't know why this video keeps going out, but it does. So I'm just gonna let the rest of it play, and then I'll get my thoughts on it then, because it's not. I don't get it.
It takes a village. It takes a village to raise all these kids. This is not just one person's fight. This all, and I want you to know, Kamara, this is not all on you. You taking your responsibility of the role that you played in this. And she know the role that she played in this. And I want y'all to know that this is not the kid that she is, nor will she let the internet turn her into a kid that y'all gonna try to say she is. So, we are cooperating with investigation or whatever needs to.
All right, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties. Every time I try to do more of this recording, it keeps going off. I don't get what's going on, but I'm going to cut it right now. Go check out the